this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Reverend Ravenwolf. And Reverend Ravenwolf has this question. If there is a particular animal that we fear in everyday life, such as a spider or a snake or a rat or a wasp or unduly fuzzy puppies or whatever it might be, if we then encounter that animal in a spiritual context, such as a dream or a vision, etc., should we also be afraid of it there? And my answer to this is, well, it's not that simple. Merely because we're afraid of it in daily life does not necessarily mean it will have a negative meaning in a spiritual context, but it also doesn't necessarily mean it will not. And this is something that really must be determined on a case-by-case basis, because there are very many variables, both involving the individual and the particular vision, which could affect the answer. So the main answer is, well, maybe, maybe not. But what I would say is that if you have a vision involving an animal that you would normally regard in a negative light, what you need to do is see first how it feels to you. Does it feel negative in this context? Are other aspects of the dream or vision or what have you confirming that it is either positive or negative? How do they affect it? How do they support one or the other interpretations? And if you can't really tell by these, you might want to go into meditation separately on the meaning of the dream or vision, or you might want to do divination about it. But I think in general you would know pretty quickly how you felt about that vision and whether or not you had a negative reaction. I have known people who've had this experience. I had a friend who was not very fond of spiders, and yet spiders started to come into their visions. And in the visions they were very positive, totally different from their reaction to a physical spider. And as it happened, it was really interpreted as being a patron deity, the spider goddess, coming to the person, and their total attitude towards spiders was transformed over the course of a few months. So there's an example of a person who was afraid of an animal, but it had a very positive context in a spiritual sense. I also know a person who is afraid of snakes. They had a series of omens involving snakes where the snakes symbolized danger and therefore were a negative symbol. Very different interpretation. There, the feared animal was also a symbol to be feared, a symbol of danger. And this kind of illustrates the complexity of the question. It can be that that animal you fear represents something you should fear when it comes to you in a dream or vision, or it could be that it doesn't. And again, the ways that you would determine this are partly by your reaction to it, how do you feel about it, by other aspects of the vision, by divination or meditation. And these are the ways that you would come to have a better feeling for it, a better understanding of it. But it could be either. So those would be my thoughts on the matter. I hope you find them helpful. And until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you for Pagans Tonight Radio. Pagans Tonight Radio is an online radio network with different hosts and different shows 7 nights a week. There's something for every taste, including Spanish language programming on Saturday evening. Check out paganstonight.com today.